Hey, this is Tony again with Southern Style. Today, we're back again today, working on the cabinet. Looks like I'm getting ready to put my gun together. I'm gonna mix this paint up. You know how I've been promoting this cheap paint. You know, this is a Valspar enamel. That's an oil-based paint. It says right here, use mineral spirits. I got my mineral spirits ready to go. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it up. We'll kind of wing it on how much mineral spirits I put in it to thin it down. You gotta get it thin enough to be able to run through that gun. I've showed you how thin I like to have it whenever I was doing everything else, but my plan is to thin this down and paint the insides of my cabinets. We'll run over here real quick, show you the insides of the cabinets. I've taped them up. You see the cabinets? Lisa coming out tonight helped me out. We've taped all the faces of my cabinets off. The only reason why I taped them off is I don't want to get any spray on the front of them, and whenever I'm inside there spraying, and I'll be spraying back towards my face and everything, and when I'm in there spraying that, I'll accidentally hit it, and I'm afraid I'll make a run on it, and whether I do or don't, it doesn't really matter. I can always sand it off, but if I can prevent it, prevent it. And I've said it before, whenever I do this paint in these rooms, I like to use a brush and a roller, and I don't like to take the stuff off. It's easier, I can see where the paint's going. But in this situation, when you're spraying paint, you tape it off. It's just so much easier to catch it that way. So we put the tape on, we brought it inside the facial board on here, and we pushed it down pretty good. We're gonna come in here, spray it all down, spray the backs of these. We're gonna flip all these over. Spray them. You're going to get to watch this video. It's going to be a long video. And let's get started. I've been shaking this paint up pretty good. We'll open it up and see what it looks like. It's going to be funny if I open this up and it's not white. It should be white, but I'm just saying. Once I get this open, we'll go through and mix a little mineral spirits in it. The bad thing about it is I don't have another can. It'd be nice. They still have. We went over to the big box store, and I bought a couple of them, but they didn't have any more. So, and the cans are always full to the top. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's see here if I can get something to put a little bit of paint in. My cup. Here's a little cup I like to use. It's got measurements on it. I'll put a little paint in that. We'll start off. Shaped like a hammer, looks like a hammer. We'll call it a hammer. Put a little hole right here. That's what the backside of that tool's for. I don't know, it could be. Put a little hole right there so whenever I get done, whenever I pour this paint out, it'll run back in there. We'll see. Maybe. Everybody says do that. Cleanup bucket. Alright. How am I going to do this? Let's just mix this up one little batch over here. Let's do this one. 2 to 1 to 1. I would think that would be. Yeah. This is for automotive paint. So it's not exact science for us. We'll mix some up in this little bucket here, this little tub. And leave it there. We'll make a mess. Here we go. It's not too bad. Let's just get that out of there for right now. Now, what I've been doing, I started off with a stir stick, but with that primer, what's been working for me is I just pour some in there, put the lid back on it, shake it, and then I open it back up and look at it. See how I like it. So that's what we're going to do. Check me out. Didn't put no gloves on, oil-based paint. Smart enough. Yeah, let's start there. Put the lid on. What is it? It's going everywhere. Let's see if we can get these things done pretty quick. Funny story, we was painting a house years ago, me and Lisa was, and we had carpet floors. We was painting the hallway, we took it and spilled almost a whole gallon of latex paint on that carpet. It just got dumped out on the floor. We ended up taking and washing that and get that out. It came out. Old base would have never done it. You've been taking that carpet out, throwing it in the garbage. That latex paint just washed right out of that carpet. It was a job. We had to stay with it. Couldn't walk away from it. That's funny though. That's why they push you at latex paint. Anybody can paint with it. It just don't get as hard as oil base does. And in this application, you want durability. Too bad. See if I can find a stick. Stirrer stick. There you go, right there. Jumbo stir stick. Full size. Oh yeah. You see that come off there? Quality ribbon. Like that. Happy with that. I have no idea how much mineral spirits I put in there. None whatsoever. I did though. I put some on there. Alright, so we got our paint mixed up. Okay, this is going to go back in that pail after we take some out and put in our gun. Okay, so now our gun, I took it apart last night, cleaned it somewhat. I just left it apart. Not before I put it all back together. It's acting funny. Probably because I don't know what I'm doing. That could be it. It was spitting and sputtering real bad. I'd say somebody that does, uses one of these all the time can tell me exactly what the problem is. This is the very first one of these I've ever bought. I've used this sponge rolling technique before, and I've used an airless gun before. That's the very first one of those I've ever actually used. It's fairly simple. Point and shoot. Keep moving. See that? Close that up. Yeah, I'm talking to the camera. Woo. I don't know why I just done that. I did it too, didn't I? I did it straight. Let me go get a strainer. It's in the other room. I did that last night too. Same thing. I just want to make sure it's sticky on top, so whenever I put that together, it won't stick real good. Alright. Like my daddy always said, thousands of comedians at a job, and here you are trying to be funny. Alright, I gotta get back. It's in that other room where I'm going. We got us a screen, so we can screen this stuff right here. Just gonna filter it out. You don't want any tobacco, any coffee grinds in it, do you? That's pretty thin. I did a good job so far. Pat myself on the back. see that technique I just figured out? I can catch that paint before it goes down the bottom of that can. Magic. It's all me. Nope. Alright. Now I've only got 2 gallons of this, so we gotta make it count. Or I've gotta go to the store. Which that's not the end of the world. It just cost me $35. Okay. Put this on here. Get this started. See if we can't get this part started, right? Snug it up. No leaks. Okay, we're gonna start in here. I'm gonna take and go in. It's gonna be loud again. I'll adjust this gun to where I can spray pretty good. And then I'm gonna take and do the inside of the cabinets first. And then we'll come out, fill the gun back up. Hopefully it don't take more than a couple gunfuls. And then we can take and get to the other side, to the outside and do these door fixes. Or the backs of the drawers and stuff. Gotta get me Lisa, you want to stay back. You don't want to get up in there. And then you want to put a mask on. It's going to be, this is where it gets all up on your face. I think the first time I had done this. There's your one. Just up there. That's where I got. This is what I've been wearing for 2 days. Fantastic. Halfway clean one. Sure. Clean enough. Try to keep some solvents out of your sinus cavities. This is the nasty part. This is an old hoodie. Not anything new, just something I could wear and ruin. Alright. Might as well start right here on the one that I got on the ground. Get up here. Yep, let's go. Okay. kind of see it here. You can see the inside of that cabinet. I know it looked like I was just going crazy in there with it, just nuts. But I'm not. I have a reason, rhyme to it. I was getting back in the edges and making sure. I know I just looked like I was going like just doing whatever, but I wasn't. And you can see right here where it sprayed up on that. That's the reason why we did it. I didn't want to get any extra paint up on the front without it, without me wanting it there. So now whenever I come back in here later and I lay that paint on there, I'll lay it right down over that. It'll look fantastic. And I even got some runs inside here. It's not a big deal. Not on the inside of the cabinet, not as much as it would be on the outside. And I knew it would do that. That's why I took and done it the way I did it. You'll see it once we get going. But you just kind of have to. You got to get that paint there somehow. And that was the best way I could come up with it is tape off the stuff that's going to show and just get in there and get that paint in there. So that's what I'm going to do for a little while. And then whenever I get done, then we're done with the back side of them. And like I said, you should be able to see all the difference when we get finished with it. They're going to come out really good. If I can do it, you can do it, So I appreciate you for watching the video. We're going to get after it. And we'll post this video later. And we appreciate you.